What are the most important things you need to remember before sitting for the PTE exam? There are a lot of mistakes which students make while the preparation, and that's the reason they do not get the score in the first attempt. So if you are a student who are planning to sit for the PTE exam and want to get your desired bands in the very first attempt, then this tutorial is for you. Take notes and watch till the very end because I'm going to share some secrets with you. Firstly, if you have to understand that what are the 5 important mistakes, the number 1 mistake is understanding the scoring requirement, understanding the scoring parameters. But I will be giving you more secrets in this tutorial. Hello everyone, this is Vishale from Visual Language Experts. The very first thing I'm going to talk about is your scoring requirements, scoring parameters. Till date, students do not understand the exact scoring, and that's why they keep on spending time on the less scoring tasks, or even the tasks which are medium range tasks such as reorder paragraph. Did you know that if you're aiming for 7 each, you do not need to score more than 50% in the reorder paragraph? Yes, and sometimes students spend entire time in practicing fixing reorders where their reading blanks and reading and writing blanks are not good at all. So you need to understand the scoring parameter. On the screen, you can easily see that which tasks are important. For every single module, I have mentioned that what is the weightage. So the high weightage tasks, just focus on them even if you're aiming for 7 or even if you're aiming for 8. There are a lot of students who come to me and say, sir, my desired score is 90. I want to get 90 out of 90. And I really admire the aspiration. But they don't have a structured plan. They don't know how to manage their daily time. So the second thing which you need to keep in your mind is how to manage the time, how to focus on the priorities. As I said, once you understand the high weightage tasks, the priorities will be set. But sometimes students do not manage their time in the preparation stage. For example, if they are preparing for reading and writing blanks, they spend 3 to 4 minutes per blank. Similarly, if you're preparing for write from dictations, a lot of students, they spend somewhere around 2 minutes to 3 minutes. But in the real exam, you will be getting very less time per question. So for reading and writing blanks, you will be only getting 2 minutes to 2 minutes 30 seconds on average. And similarly for write from dictations, you cannot spend more than 1 minute 30 seconds per dictation. And again, for reading and listening, students, you guys have to manage your own time. There is no individual time. The time I have mentioned you is the average time you should spend per question maximum. If you spend more on one question, you have to spend less on the other question. Otherwise, you will lose a time and you will not be able to complete your exam. So this is what I want you guys to understand completely before sitting for the exam. Now, as you can see on the screen, I have mentioned out the maximum time you should spend per question. So in the starting days, you can take little more, but once you have booked your exam, start to time yourself so that you can finish your answers in this range. That way you will not face any difficulties in the real exam as well. Now, if I talk about the listening time management, you cannot spend any time on the small tasks. What are the small tasks? Multiple choice single answer, multiple choice multiple answer, highlight correct summary, and select missing word. In these tasks, you should not spend any time after the audio is finished. So as soon as the audio is finished, move to the next question, so that you have enough time for the remaining tasks, such as listening, fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictations. Even in highlight incorrect words and listening blanks, I would not suggest students to spend more than 15 to 30 seconds after the audio is finished, because you will not have enough time for your last task, which is the most important task, write from dictations. And guys, a lot of students actually, they ignore the pronunciation and fluency portion for their speaking. And that's why students not only fail in the speaking part, but they also fail in the reading and listening part as well. So do not make the same mistake. You need to ensure that you are fluent all the times in the speaking section, but your clarity should also be there. A lot of students, what they do, they speak sometimes too loud, and that's why their voice is not clear. It's distorted, and that's the reason they lose the marks. So this is what you need to keep in your mind while preparing for your speaking tasks, that the pitch, the speed, the flow, everything needs to be balanced. It cannot be too loud, it cannot be too fast, it cannot be too slow. It has to be balanced. The pitch I'm talking to you, the flow I'm speaking with you guys is optimal. This much flow, this much speed is enough for you guys. And if you're still confused, watch this tutorial. This is gonna change your life for speaking. Here I have attempted full mock test for speaking. You can watch my tone, you can listen and hear to my answers and how I have got 90 out of 90 in the speaking section. This will help you to get full marks in speaking, 90 out of 90, full marks for the reading module and listening module from the speaking as well. Now, I also want to highlight one of the mistakes which recently a lot of students have made in the final exam. They forget to read the introduction. After describe image, they have got retail lecture and students did not even realize that it was a retail lecture because it had an image and they thought it's basically a describe image. But after the lecture started playing, they missed at least 10 to 15 seconds of the recording because they got confused what's happening, and that's the reason they missed the marks. So this is something which you should remember, that you need to read introduction every single time. Whenever you go to the next question, first quickly have a glance that it's the same question you're trying to attempt to, and then start attempting the question. And alongside this, I also want to highlight that students sometimes they are not updated with the changes. Some students still use the templates or the structures their friends might have used or they might have used years ago. We know that there has been so many changes and you cannot afford to sit for the exam, especially in a country like Australia, where I'm sitting in here, the cost is $475 per exam. So you need to be very careful. You need to understand all the changes, get used to all the updates before you sit for the exam or even before you start preparing. Because sometimes what students do, they waste days in revising the templates which are not going to work anymore. So understand the changes, understand the updates. And see, this channel will really help you guys to get all the updates. So go to all the tutorials we have posted in last 1 to 2 months. You will get all the updates, you will understand what are the changes, and then you can start preparing. And if you like the content of this channel, please, if you're new to channel, don't forget to subscribe and become a part of VLE family. Now that takes me to the very last point, consistency. Failing to practice daily. A lot of students, they only practice for 2 days max, 3 days max. PTE is all about consistency. I tell it to all the students that even if you're not able to spend long hours, just try to revise every single day. Just try to sit for even for an hour and go through some tasks which need consistent practice like reading or even dictations and repeat sentences. So this is the solution to you guys. If you have only 3 days where you can spend 2 to 3 hours and the remaining days you can only spend an hour, practice reading, dictations and repeat sentences on the days when you only have an hour or so. Just go through 10 questions. That's fine, okay? You are not going to be out of touch. The remaining days, try to practice other tasks as well. This will ensure that you're consistent and you will see significant improvement. A lot of students still ask me, sir, way to practice. Visual Language Experts portal is very sophisticated. Go over there, do a free sign up. And to our subscribers, we are giving prediction file for February month free of cost. You just have to go there, have to do a sign up, and you will get the instant access. So this is only for limited time. Share it to your friends as well who are preparing for PT and who think that prediction can be a game changer for them. Send them this video so that they can also sign up and have the access to prediction 5 for February month. Don't forget to like the video and do subscribe if you have not already done. Don't forget to watch these 2 tutorials. These videos are going to help you to boost up your marks and help you in your PT preparation. I will see you in our next tutorial. Let me know in the comment sections on which tutorial you want me to make video on so that I can help you guys in that section.